What's up? What's good? How you guys doing? Welcome again to another segment of the news. Trust me when I say this today news is all. Trust me. If you're online yesterday, you probably have seen glimpse of what today looks like. Davido was trending heavily. This time, now this is what we say. I feel like Davido's guys are putting him they're putting him in a space where he has to be dragged. I'm not gonna lie. From Lati to Bobo to Issa. Now, funny how they have their names are just one kind from Bobo to Lati to Issa to I don't call the rest, but obviously these guys are always calling now. I mean, setting them up for drags at every point. Them last time was Prince Bobo at the Grammys where he went out having picture of the Grammys. People came out, dragged the video, cut that. Um, for Asa and the team, they've been a couple of times they've made a big mess, and as a result of that, Davido has been dragged. This time again, Lati has brought Davido out in the conversation and set him up for further drag. At the same time, we also have Burna Boy on the news, who once again has come out to throw subtle shade to Davido, calling Davido the female private part. Now, funny, I can't use that on TV. At the same time, we have Burna Boy with his big news on the news, amazing news. So far in the year 2024, less than 60 days, Burna Boy has gotten an amazing number for himself. You could just say that for him as a person, he has done so well, so well, so well. For himself. We have guys, and we have Olamide has broken the record for surpassing a particular figure on Spotify, and so many news for you guys, so many news. And if I were you, I would not change this one. By the way, happy Valentine to all our fans out there. We love you guys so much. Thank you for your time, your energy, and consistency. Today's a love day. It's a day. Not I don't know who designed the day like this. But obviously, the world has agreed unanimously that today should be a day designed for love, and we don't want to come out and say we love you, and whether it is today or tomorrow, Gospel to the Africa always love you. Yesterday, we saw Tunde Ednut and Very Dark Black Man were trending everywhere with their drags. People came out, dragged them for cyberbullying over our own player, Alex Iwobi. Although he underperformed, people believe that he is human. The whole team did not play well, so why single out somebody and set the person up for criticism and dragging? Obviously, nobody should be bullied anywhere, not even on the cyber stage, but nobody should be bullied. And for that, as Nigerians, we stand together with Alessi Wobi. We lose together and then we win together. End cyber bullying. Anyways, let's come straight to what the news look like. But before the news, right, I think this is a piece just talk to you guys out. I feel like we're just too emotional here for this Iwobi case, right? Because, bro, we've seen cases where Ronaldo, Messi, these guys have been dragged heavily, and nobody's coming out to say campaign. Nobody, but for our own, it just get too emotional for. Anyways, but like I said, it is what it is. I won't say more than that. On our reaction, I'll maybe say more. So if I were you, I would join the reaction because we have a lot to talk about on the reaction. Also want to implore you guys to please turn on your button. I'm talking about your notification button, so you'll be the first person to know whenever we drop a video, post or a content. You can also stream us live on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Please come to. We are waiting for you. Davido is beginning today's news. We saw Davido just amassed a massive number on Boomplay. We saw the Boomplay team came out to announce a timeless global star. Special congratulations to the baddest as he hits 600 million Boomplay stream milestone. Celebrate this achievement. So basically, Davido just amassed for himself 600 million streams on Boomplay. It looks like he could have done this before now, but regardless, Davido numbers are just insanely going higher, and obviously we expect more of these figures even in the coming days. And moving on, we saw so far Davido has done so many spaces in North America, and for what he's done, we saw Davido Timeless North American Tour is currently sitting as the second most attended African artist tour in the region with over 91,600 attendees. And now for the Toyota Center, that's about 19,300 capacity sold out. For the Capital One Arena, that's about 20,300 capacity sold out. For the Budweiser Stage Arena, 16,000. Credit Union, 10,000. MGM or 5,000. Then the State Farm Arena, that's about 21,000. Davido obviously set to do something like the MSG, the Place Bell Arena loading, and then the additional financial arena also loading 3 more spaces, and then we're sure that each should be doing close to about 150,000 before the end of the North American tour. Still on Davido, we saw Davido and Lojay have broken another record this year as they become the only Nigerian artist to spend more than a week on the Billboard Hot 100. If the news ended this way, you would say I lied actually. But then in the year 2024, now they have broken this record for this year as the first Nigerian artist that have spent two consecutive weeks on the Billboard, not two consecutive weeks, but 2 weeks rather on the Billboard Hot 100. Last 2 weeks ago, they were at 96, and then for this week, we saw them making a re-entrance as 94. They went up, and that's a very big one. They went about 2 spots upward, and it's a very massive one. The song "Sensational" has been a landmark song for Davido, changing his career and giving him all he has not gotten like in a very, very long time. So once again, congrats to Chris Brown, Davido, and Lojay for that amazing jam. Moving on, we saw Davido feel talking about the amazing one he did, which people believe that he should have promoted this one as against Unavailable. Now, don't get me wrong, Unavailable is a good song, decent song. People love the jam, people love the vibe, but at the same time, Feel is that song that a lot of persons wanted him to have pushed because they love the vibe, they love the dance, they love everything that comes with the song. But basically, Davido and the team wanted to go the route of Unavailable, and which was their right because they owned the song. We saw that song have just surpassed 50 million streams on Spotify. Talking about Phil, that's a massive one. It began promoting this one very late, but at the same time, it's cool to see that the song is gathering numbers. Moving on, we saw Memphis Depay, a footballer playing for the countryside Netherlands, plays for clubs like Manchester United, won number 7 for them after they sold Ronaldo, where he moved to the French League on. Then he came back to Barcelona, doing his good biddings. Now he currently plays for Atletico de Madrid. We saw on his birthday, 30th birthday, Davido was invited to come sing for him, and obviously Davido went there and gave him the Unavailable vibe. Now for Memphis Depay, we all know he's a good dancer. As far as he plays good football, he also is a good dancer, and then he loves to vibe. Now Memphis Depay always spend his holidays in Ghana. He believes he has a house in Ghana, so he's always coming back for holiday in Ghana, and it just shows that he obviously loves Afrobeat song, and no wonder he had to invite Davido to his apartment for his 30th birthday. And moving on, we saw Sensational changes position this week on the Pandora Music Most Streamed Song, and for this week, it sits at number 91, having spent about 8 weeks on the charts. Moving on, we saw Sensational ties Steve as Davido's second longest song on the Billboard World Digital Song Sales chart, having spent about 16 weeks each on the chart. For next week, if Sensational still go be on the chart, it just means that Davido, or obviously Sensational is Davido's longest song on the Billboard World Digital Song Sales chart with 17 weeks. If it happens that the song is still there for next week. Moving on, we saw Davido once again broke another record on the Billboard as he ends his first top 10 hit on the Billboard Rhythmic Airplay chart with Sensational, and I did that at number 10. Now, this Davido year has just been beautiful. He got the first 100 million on Spotify. He got the first Billboard entry. He got the first Grammy nomination. He got the first list. He got the first that, and now he has just gotten his first top 10 on the Billboard Rhythmic Airplay charts. Congrats to Davido, obviously, for that one. Moving on, we saw there was a banter between Burna Boy and Davido from last week, and obviously it still lingered on to this week. Somebody came out to say, people wondering why I hate this useless boy, Burna Boy. When you keep hating on someone who gave you life when you're nobody, this same you, someone that should be grateful to Davido forever for turning his life around. Man supported you till you become someone in life. Now you're big. You feel it's the same person you should joke with. Man knew what he was saying when he said you're a new cat, and he wasn't kidding about it. It is this your arrogance that will finish you up. You allow Jews and injure we no get life, they want your head, make you day against your brother. All in the name of standship. You are a big shame to the whole NBM. Where is this social equity and justice? Burna Boy, you fell off so bad. I pray for your end soon if you not change your ways. Now, a lot to take us of this tweet, a whole lot. NBM, what is NBM? What is he talking about? What is the brotherhood thingy? Like there's a whole lot of talk about this conversation that I believe only Davido, this guy, and Burna Boy has real answers to. But then in response, we saw Burna Boy coming out to make tweets saying, now all these lies wey una dey tell una sef, wey dey give una mind, all this corner bam, na online una dey yarn sha. Okay, na online una dey sha. Yarn as you like. Your oga na using the P word, and that's a female private part, and then he said facts na facts. Burna Boy once again, because obviously now what this guy did was defending Davido as against Burna Boy, and Burna Boy came out to give a response saying the person you are defending, your boss, your oga, is the P word, and the last time Davido came out to say came out to tell one of the fans again where he said the joke is your your DP, and when we check the person's DP, we saw a Davido's picture, and people ask questions, why is Burna Boy now acting like a child? Why is he come from there, Davido? If you have a plan with a fan, why not attack the fan? Why attacking who the person is standing? You know, it doesn't make sense that way. But obviously, it's Afrobeat, and all of these things happen once in a while. Moving on, we saw Morgan DMW, one of Davido's associates, came out again to his opinion, where he said, "Do not collect am, we no collect am. Who carry am go? Now water carry am go, or there, or Bonte." Now, how it was in Memphis, obviously, this is the Grammy. You didn't win the Grammy, we also didn't win the Grammy. Water Tyler took the Grammy, so what's the big deal? And then he called him Ode. Ode means like a fool or something. And then he said, oh, Bonte. I think that's Morgan, what he meant by Bonte. And moving on, we saw another bass blues happening just at the Atiko Hotel after Davido performed at the Night Generals, and then was going back. Obviously, now these guys are people that whenever they are going back to their space, their cars, or their hotel rooms, or their, you know, a lot of stuff like that, they have attention from fans. People want to shake them, people want to say hi, snap pictures with them, and all of that. And then we saw Lati, Davido's right hand person. Always, now if you see Lati anywhere, if you look at Davido, they're always together. Always, it's going to Mars, it's going to Jupiter, it's going anywhere, it's going in this world. Lati will always be that guy behind him. This one started so much, and then we saw where Lati, in a bid to defend Davido, first and foremost, teared. Now in Nigeria, we call it tear, but basically, there's some Nigeria were like lights or something, but then you get the guy very, very serious on slap, and you got to play away from that. And then there was someone else coming where he gave him a serious blow, and one of these are like, fans would always want to have pictures. Why are you aggressive? Why are you angry? Why are you passing aggression to the fans? They are not the cause of the problem. You shouldn't, like, the least you could do is just to say, guy, don't stay far. You know, you're big to protect them, but inflicting pain and injury on them, nah, that's really not too good. And after he did that, obviously people dragged him, and then this also made cause for people to drag Davido. Moving away from Davido, we have Burna Boy as the next guy on the news. So, coming home with Usher and Burna Boy, currently sit at number 49 on the USA iTunes top song. Massive one. This song is one song that's creeping and is doing good numbers. As even that's creeping, like it might be slow, but then consistency is the watchword. Moving on, we saw Chelsea players, the male and female team, and obviously families. Rhys James, the Chelsea player who plays for Chelsea men's club, and then his sister Lauren James, another Chelsea player who plays for Chelsea football club. Now for Lauren James, she's like the best male player for Chelsea team. And while Rhys James is the captain of the Chelsea football club, we saw James come out to say he loves song, he loves music, but then his sister is a big lover of Afrobeat, and then she loves Burna Boy, especially. And then he also said she listens to Burna Boy almost every now and then. In this same interview, we saw Laurie coming out to confirm that yes, she loves Afrobeat, and obviously she loves listening to Burna Boy. Moving on, we saw Burna Boy, I told them, spent his 24th week on the Billboard World Album Chart at number 8, a massive one. And once again, congrats again to Burna Boy. His intentions, his tweets might really be sad, but obviously his archive when it comes to numbers and charts are really impressive. Moving on, we saw Burna Boy from my hand with Ed Sheeran have just surpassed 240 million streams on Spotify. Now, this song is a song off the Love That Many album, an amazing one. This was the first video they did for the album. The video came out, the elevator video thing, the amazing video shot, very great concept. Ed Sheeran came through 100% correct. Burna Boy also killed it, and the song ever since its release has been growing like massive numbers in growth. And as of today, It has just done 240 million streams on Spotify. And moving on, we saw talking about the US Apple Music Top Song. We saw Usher and Burna Boy coming home and made a re-entry, and then for today it sits at number 161. And moving on, we saw Burna Boy and Pino and Burna Boy do a remix. At the time, I've just surpassed 8 million streams on Spotify. Now, this song is one some people believe should have done more numbers, great numbers, amazing numbers. But 8 million is still not small number. But that's how you work with Burna Boy. Yeah, it's that way. You don't expect Burna Boy is one guy that drops a song and then you're seeing it 2 million, 3 million, 4 million, and then you're like, okay, let's move. And then after like 3 months coming back, you're seeing 80 million. That is with Burna Boy effect. For this song, it has just done 8 million. Let us see what the next 1 month or 2 months will look like. Moving on, we saw for the year 2024, Burna Boy has done 200 million streams, has gained over 200 million streams on Spotify for the year 2024. Mind you, this is just less than 60 days. Less than 60 days, Burna Boy. Less than 50 days, Burna Boy has done 200 million streams on Spotify. Massive one, massive number, great guy. And for all of you, I want to say big congrats to Burna Boy because he has been consistent. Massive one. So if you do the math, that's close to about 10 million plus streams every day. Thereabout. It's a very, very massive one, trust me. We'll say congrats to Burna Boy for that achievement. And moving on, we saw Burna Boy Bono have just surpassed 160 million plays on YouTube across all uploads. At the same time, Burna Boy is plenty. I've just surpassed 120 million streams on Spotify. And for all of this, Burna Boy, like I said, so these are testament to show that his numbers might be quite slow, but if you give it time, it's going to down on you that he has done 100 million streams on a DSP. So if I were you, I would give Burna Boy music time because they would always go. Moving on, we saw industry machine Odumodu Black coming out to support his boy, his brother, his friend, talking about no other person than Shallipopi. In his words, he had this to say. Mind you, Odumo is always typing in cap lock to indicate that he is shouting. And then he said, you chat shit about Shallipopi, but he's still selling records, making people happy effortlessly. My boy is breathing it. When they cannot attain what you can, they start playing it down. Oh, rubbish. Okay, oh, rubbish lyrics, work clothes, blah, blah, blah. Do your own, show workings. Not be all this cho. So I'll take that again so you listen to what you just said. He said, when they cannot attain what you can, they start playing it down. Oh, rubbish lyrics, work clothes, blah, blah, blah. Do your own, show workings. Not be all this cho. Typing on Twitter about how Shallipopi is trash, but in real life you want to be in. I know who you are now. As much as I agree to what you have just said, but that is the reality of life. People would always trash you behind you, but at the same time, they really want to be like you in city. But regardless, Charlie has done well for himself, and I don't think it's fair if anybody is trashing him at this point. He has achieved a lot. His first show in the UK sold out 2 days. You can just say that is what growth actually looks like. For Shallipopi, we want to say congrats, and then for Odumodu, thank you for coming out to defend your friend. Moving on, we saw Black Bones and Sawiti obviously in the studio, and it looked like they are cooking something for us. And for Black Bones, we all know when it comes, he always comes correct. Moving on, we saw Oxlade's Kulosa, one of the hit songs of last year, amazing jam. Last year was sweet with this song. 2 years ago was sweet with this song. Kulosa was that jam. Everybody loved the song, the dance step, everything. Of which they came out and said the video was even not intended to be the video, but obviously when people loved the video, it actually became the official video. However, we saw that song have just surpassed 80 million views on YouTube, and it is the 4th most watched A-Color show performance across 900 videos on the show. Massive run, and then we say Kulosa, congrats to obviously Oxlade on that one. Moving on, we saw legendary Bado, Olamide Bado. His status is legendary, undeniably. You cannot deny the fact that this guy is greatness standing on. So we saw Olamide have just surpassed 600 million streams on Spotify, and he is the only, he is the most streamed African rapper on the platform. Now, this is not just about Nigeria, but Olamide is the most streamed African rapper when it comes to Spotify. So then your countries, South Africa, Ghana, Cote d'Ivoire, Benin Republic, Afghan, Cameroon, everywhere. Olamide is the most streamed rapper when it comes to Spotify. Moving on, finally, we saw good news for Nigeria once again. Lil J and SARS with Chris Brown with the one they called Mona Lisa is now eligible for gold certification in the US. Now for Chris Brown, yeah, I think we have to have a Chris Brown day, like another day, a Chris Brown day, because this guy has done so much for Afrobeat, giving us number. What he did for Davido is something we need to be thankful of, because obviously he gave Davido one of the craziest things we could ever imagine. The Billboard, his numbers are insanely, all of that are happening at the same time. Chris Brown is just that guy who wants to make sure Afrobeat is growing, and he obviously wants to be a part of it. My name is Daki. We'll catch you guys on the very, very, very next one.